Bitcoin has seen another price surge recently after taking quite a hit. The digital currency is no stranger to price fluctuations in the past few years. Some countries have accepted Bitcoin and others reject it. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today, we will talk exclusively about Bitcoin. I want to mention the price. I want to mention the different countries. Let's get into this right away. For the country which has made it illegal, you have to hang on till the end. Let's start with who has accepted it as being a legal method of payment, and that is Japan. Japan is set to begin recognizing Bitcoin as a legal method of payment starting tomorrow. The country's legislature passed a law following months of debate that brought Bitcoin exchanges under anti-money laundering know your customer rules, while also categorizing Bitcoin as kind of a prepaid payment instrument. Some would say this isn't a good thing and it should just remain, underground, that there shouldn't be any rules around it. And a lot of people, I would say, are not too happy about that. But for the future of Bitcoin, perhaps it's a good thing. I'm indifferent to it. I think that as a method of payment, Bitcoin is great because it allows that ability to transact between two people over long distances using this very, very cheap method to do so. I think it's able to have its effects where countries are, let's just say, restrictive on the money they can bring in and out of their countries, and this allows them to do that, whether or not, not advising anybody to do that, let's just say, but that's just the way it is, and I think that it has that ability to do so. I think it's very strong at that. It's a debate that began in the wake of the collapse of Mt. Gox, now the defunct Bitcoin exchange, that shuttered after months of growing complications and, in the end, revelations of insolvency and alleged fraud. Everyone knows what happened with that. I'm not going to get into it, but essentially they're concerned about the fraud and all this stuff, so that's what their debate was supposedly about. I don't want to see it getting restricted. That's my problem with, bringing it onto the government's regulations and everything else, because then they have control over it. And that's the big, big problem that I see. But we'll see where this goes. I think it's, at least on the surface level, it's good that the country is saying, okay, we're not going to make it illegal. Because I think that's a very, very bad idea when you do make something illegal. Not necessarily maybe you just, let it slide. It's different. But making it illegal, I think, is not a good idea. It develops a black market and everything else, just like with, prohibition of alcohol. This is the price of Bitcoin. You could see that when they suggested that, there may not be an ETF. The price has come down ever since. It did spike quite a bit, but not so much as the price had seen during the 2013, up until 2013 spike, obviously. And now here we have it today, approximately. And could it continue? It has been on a rise over the past little while here, but I'm going to keep a very close eye on it, and of course I will discuss that with you. This is as of this recording, the current price, $11.41. Let's just talk quickly about what happened throughout 2013, towards into 2014 here. You can see dramatic rise, the hockey stick shape that is clearly evident. I would say less sustainable than what had happened more recently, where you have this slow and steady, it is a quick pace, but not dramatic as the last time. And should the price come down, I believe that in the next rise, the price will be even more slow and less dramatic, and it will have more backers behind it. It's going to be stronger and everything else. So I do believe that as time goes on, it's going to find its place and it will be stronger. Right here, let's cut to the chase. India. The government today said the use of virtual currencies like Bitcoins is not authorized by the RBI and could result in a breach of anti-money laundering provisions. So the use of Bitcoin is illegal. And this is what India has done. They've trying to basically rein in on the currency. You had seen, I think it was 86% or so of the currency was, brought back in. I think that this is not a good idea. Just when you just think about what they're trying to do, I don't like it at all. At the same time, they're trying to track all the transactions, but they're trying to do it in their own way. The central bank wants full control, obviously, just like most central banks. They want to be able to control and manipulate the money supply, and being able to transact in Bitcoins takes it away from them. So I do believe that they are on the opposite end of the spectrum from what is happening in Japan right now. So I do believe that the future has cryptocurrencies, Bitcoins, everything else to get larger. Whether, your opinion on them doesn't matter. What I believe is that there's going to be more attraction to them. There's going to be more investment in them, whether or not there's an ETF, whether or not they're, accepted by different countries. I just believe that there's going to be more investment and more of an interest in digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain, all of this business. I do believe it's going to get bigger, and I think we should keep our eyes peeled. If you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. When you give me a thumbs up, it pushes the videos higher up into the YouTube search rankings. So I appreciate that very much. If you found the video informative, then you'll find my books, The Money GPS and The Global Economic Collapse, even more informative. My new book, Global Economic Collapse, is out. It's available. It's in paperback format. It's in Kindle format. And very soon, I've already finished recording it, it will be in audiobook format. So stay tuned for that. And I will notify everybody when that's available on my website. People have asked, is it going to be available on Audible or Amazon? Unfortunately not, because I'm a Canadian. They don't want me in there, apparently, I guess. So it's not available on Amazon. It can't be in audio format at this time until Amazon allows Canadian authors to create audiobooks on their system. So I'm waiting for that. That's all for this video. Take care.